That's working out all right. Oh, like my little stool, my little gnome stool. It's like my little mushroom.
The 32 kilo mushroom?
22 kilos. Yeah, cool. Right, how do you feel about tomorrow?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, so, anxiety?
No.
Sleep okay?
Yeah.
Body okay?
Uh-huh.
Life good?
Yeah.
Cool. Close your eyes a second if you could. What I want you to do is just breathe regularly. I want you to breathe the same distance in to the same distance out. Same time in to same time out. Like you breathe into a metronome. Breathing with rhythm. Breathe at the pace that you need to breathe. As the sweat's dripping off your chin, we know that you're breathing, you've got an elevated heart, you've got an elevated breathing pattern, yeah? So now's the time to do it. So I want you to breathe in and breathe out regularly. Same time in to same time out, same distance in to same distance out. Like you breathe into a metronome, breathing with rhythm. That's it. Breathing at the pace that you need to breathe, because breathing's kind of important. As you're breathing regularly, now breathe smoothly. Concentrate on breathing smoothly in to smoothly out, as you're still breathing regularly. So breathing smoothly in and smoothly out. Now breathe from the centre of your chest or even lower. Allow yourself to breathe as low as you can from your abdominal cavity. As you continue to breathe regularly, breathe smoothly, the centre of your chest or even lower. And you don't need to do anything with it, but just focus on your heart, please. That's it, so you're breathing regularly, breathing smoothly, centre of chest or even lower in the abdominal cavity, and focusing on your heart. That's it. And as you're doing so, what I want you to do is just relax your face completely. Start with the eyelids, nice and easy to relax. Every nerve, every muscle, every tissue, every fibre. Just relax those eyelids. As you relax those eyelids, I'd like you to just relax that face as well. Allow that feeling to spread out across your face, all over your cheeks, your forehead, completely relaxing your face. And the idea of relaxing the body and the idea of relaxing the face is that physiologically it doesn't support negative emotions. Physiologically it supports positive emotions. You're smoothing out your heartbeat, you're smoothing out your breathing. You're relaxing the face. You're letting go of tension and enabling yourself to relax. So in other words, that car's coming off the handbrake. The car's called the handbrake. The handbrake's coming off the car. Let the handbrake come off, so you can just react how you need to react. Breathing regularly, breathing smoothly. Centre of chest or even lower in the abdominal cavity. Focus on your heart and completely relaxing that face. And I want you to imagine to the best of your ability. Imagine with childlike wonder, if you will. When I ask you to imagine something, I want you to imagine it as real can be. Completely, continuously and automatically. Imagine it to its fullest possible extent. Imagine that. So as you focus on my voice and follow my instructions, as you continue to breathe now, as you continue to relax that face, what I want you to do is just allow your mind to clear. Focus on my voice and follow my instructions. And in order to do that, what I want you to do is imagine the number 0 off in the distance. Not now, but in a moment, I'll count from 5 down to 0. With every count, that 0 will move a little bit closer each time. So when we get to 0, imagine passing right through the centre of that 0. As you pass right through the centre of that 0, you can allow a wave of relaxation to wash over your face. Your breathing will regulise really nicely. And you can just focus on my voice and follow my instructions. So see that 0 in your mind off in the distance, and 5, bring it closer. 4, Bring it closer still. 3, getting ready to completely relax your face and regularize your breathing. 2, getting ready to pass through the center of that 0. 1, nearly there. And 0, pass through the center of that 0, that's right. Focus on my voice and follow my instructions. Starting right now, everything you may hear, every voice, every sound, every word, inside your own mind and outside, will just serve to help you focus on my voice and follow my instructions. Everything you may feel, inside or out, won't disturb you in any way whatsoever. It will just serve to help you focus on my voice and follow my instructions. And anything I do or say won't disturb you in any way. Again, it will just serve to help you focus on my voice and follow my instructions. I don't know which one it is, but it's either your left hand or your right hand. One of those arms is going to start getting lighter and lighter and lighter. Every time you breathe in, those hands, one of those hands, both of those hands, either of those hands, is going to start getting lighter and lighter and lighter. Automatically, non-consciously, out of your conscious control. Every time you breathe in, it's just going to get lighter and lighter and lighter. That's right. And it's going to start lifting up with honest, unconscious, non-conscious movements only. It's going to start lifting up. That's right. Every time you breathe in, you'll just find it getting lighter and lighter and lighter. That's it. Either one or both, and it's going to float up quite nicely on their own. What I want to show you is just by having that thought, your body will react accordingly. So just imagine those arms lifting up all on their own. Just because I've said that they would. Imagine that. That's right. And your unconscious, your non-conscious, it's just going to give them enough energy so it's going to lift up quite nicely. And it's just going to float up into the air, easily, effortlessly, non-consciously. That's right. As in the background you continue to breathe regularly, smoothly, centre of chest moving low in the abdominal cavity, focusing on your heart. As your face is completely relaxed, that's right. And the hands are just going to come up and up and up. As the hand comes up and up and up, something really funny is going to happen. The left hand's going to get lighter and lighter as well. That's going to start coming up higher and higher and higher, just the same as the right hand. Every time you breathe in, it's going to get lighter and lighter and lighter. That's right. And it's just going to, like the right side, it's just going to float up easily, effortlessly, non-consciously. There's a lovely little shaky movement, suddenly it's nice and non-conscious now. That's right. Every time you breathe in, any non-conscious will give it the energy it needs just to lift up quite nicely now. That's right. As the right can continue lifting higher and higher and higher. Imagine that. Imagine it's just completely out of your conscious control. Imagine that. Imagine it's just your mind taking control now. Following my instructions to the letter. Listening to my words. Focusing on my voice. And following instructions to the letter. Imagine that. Imagine everything I tell you becomes your reality without question or hesitation. Imagine that. Imagine how powerful you'll become. As those hands can lift higher and higher and higher now. That's right. All the way up. Every time you breathe in, lifting, getting higher and higher. That's cool. And this is just demonstrating that your body will react automatically, non-consciously. Things will just happen for you. That's right. As I continue to move higher and higher and higher. Good work. And all I'm doing is asking your non-conscious, your subconscious, your unconscious, that part that's out of awareness, to take control of those arms and continue lifting them up. Rather than me lift them up and put them in place, I'm just being lazy. I'm letting your non-conscious do the work. So just allow it to come up higher and higher and higher. That's right. And the right one can just stay exactly where it is now. That's it. And the left one can continue to rise. That's right. With honest, non-conscious movements only. Every time you breathe in, you can get light and lift. That's it. That's right. Good. And then the left one can just hold it right there as well. Now here's the thing. I'm not talking to Joe anymore, I'm talking to your non-conscious, I'm talking to your unconscious, your subconscious, that part that's out of awareness. As I'm talking to you, Joe's non-conscious, these hands are going to move together slowly with honest non-conscious movements under your non-conscious control, only as fast as you can recognise everything that you've learnt about boxing, every movement, every piece of footwork, every thought, every piece of boxing knowledge that you've got. These hands are going to come together with honest, non-conscious movements only, getting closer and closer together until when they touch we know that you, Joe's unconscious, Joe's non-conscious, Joe's subconscious, has reviewed every bit of boxing knowledge that he's got, everything he's learnt, until they finally touch. When they finally touch, they'll just stay there. That's right. Keeping the height there, non-conscious, please. There we go. Look at that. Perfect control. Reviewing everything you've learned, every slip, every punch, every move, every footwork, every drill, every pad you've hit, every pad you've missed, and what you need to do, put it right now. Absolutely everything. Review everything that you know until they finally touch. You know that you've got that in review and the hands will just stay there. That's right, the hands will just stay there. What I'm going to do now is just raise your hands slightly. I'm doing so now. There we go, perfect. Now this hand, the hand I'm touching now, the left hand, is going to lower with honest, non-conscious movements only as fast as you can filter all of that information. Hold on. Only as fast as you can filter all of that information. Recognise what is most relevant for you for tomorrow, so you can focus on every element of your performance. To lower only as fast as you can filter all of that information to find every part that's most relevant for you, so it's there primed in your mind, ready for use, until it finally settles on your leg, and then we know that stage is complete. That's right, so the hand just relaxes now. Now the other hand's going to do the same, yet the other hand's going to do the same, only as you make whatever changes are required, so much so that everything happens automatically tomorrow. You react how you need to react, you do the right thing at the right time, the right way for the right effect. You just allow all of your skills to happen automatically in the most perfect manner possibly. So that hand will lower with honest non-conscious movements only as fast as you can make every change required to enable that to happen automatically. That's right. Until it can just relax once more when it's back on that leg. Cool. And focus on my voice and follow my instructions. So you've just done some certain things there. We've raised in your mind everything that you need to know and everything that you need to do. As you've been experiencing, as you think, the arms have been moving automatically. That's what we want to achieve tomorrow. So much so that when you fight, everything just happens for you. So what I want you to do is now, in your mind, see the perfect Joe boxing. See how he moves, see his posture, see his head movement, see his guard, see where his elbows are. See how he's moving with the hips, see how his knees are soft, see how the footwork is there. In your mind, see the perfect Joe boxing now. And as you see the perfect Joe boxing, see him moving easily, effortlessly, things just happening for him. And inside, perhaps that Joe can smile, because he knows that all this training he's put in is paying off instantly. He's just nailing it. So in your mind, as you see the perfect Joe boxing, see him start to engage his opponent. As you see him start to engage his opponent, see him just getting things right, dominating the fight. The hands moving effortlessly, the entries coming in, the slips, the ducks, evades, jam parries, push away, hook aways, everything happening automatically. So much so that if he tries to hit you, you hit him. If he thinks about hitting you, you hit him. In fact, the answer to everything is you hit him. And you continue hitting him until he goes down. If he doesn't go down, you just hit him some more until he does go down. See the perfect Joe now. Easily, effortlessly, non-consciously doing the right thing at the right time, the right way for the right effect. Completely nailing it. As you see the perfect Joe fighting, perhaps you can see the other opponent, the other person moving a little bit slower than you, because you're moving that fast. And notice that if he hits you, Keep doubling strength, doubling power, doubling focus and sharpness. Instantly selecting the right tool and countering instantly. Punishing him for even daring to try to hit you. See the perfect Joe performing awesomely. Epic performance. Better than you can ever imagine him performing. And I wonder what that Joe knows that the one sitting here doesn't. Swing your mind, drop inside his body. See through his eyes, hear through his ears, and feel the feelings of being the epic boxer that you are. And notice how you operate automatically. That you just go out there and your mind can just be enjoying it because the body's taking care of everything quite nicely. Collecting targets, a continuing process of target collecting. Punishing, reacting, slipping, dodging, weaving, countering. Easily, effortlessly doing the right thing. Notice when he hits you, you get a surge of power inside. As he hits you, you get a surge of power inside, doubling power, doubling tension, doubling focus, instantly, effectively bringing retribution for the daring of trying to hit you. And that's right. How cool would that be? That each and every time he tries to hit you, let alone gets you, you double in power, double in strength. It gives you even more strength as you bring that retribution forth, laying those gloves upon him in the way that only Joe can. And you know that you've generated so much power now. Everything happening automatically. And again, see him moving a little bit slower than you. You're moving normal speed, but he's almost moving in slow motion because you're actually moving that fast. And as you do so, notice how you can anticipate where he's going to be. And as you anticipate where he's going to be, you can hit the targets cleanly, effectively. Precise points. Striking with the right part of the knuckle and the right part of his body or head for the right effect. So notice how it's all starting to flow together now. Really experience being the perfect boxer now. As you really experience being the perfect boxer now, allow your muscles just to twitch a little bit. That's right. So we're going all the way to the end of your neurology. Just completely and utterly nail it now as you can experience being the perfect boxer. And as you experience being the perfect boxer now, as the jet comes overhead, that's just a fly past. Part of your celebration. Yes, because you're experiencing it now. Imagine what it's like. Completely imagine it. And imagine that this is going to happen automatically. The moment you set foot in that arena, the moment you set foot in that arena, the moment your gum shield goes in, until the moment it comes out at the end of the fight, the moment you set foot in that ring, the moment your gum shield goes in, until the moment your gum shield is removed at the end of that fight. Imagine being a perfect boxer. Easily, effortlessly, non-consciously, doing a continuing process of target collecting. Doing the right thing at the right time, the right way for the right effect. Completely and utterly nailing it. Tireless, laying down the Joe punches. Reacting how you need to react. Being absolutely epic. Imagine that each and every time you set foot in that ring, each and every time your gum shield goes in until that gum shield's removed, you're just performing to the best of your ability. Imagine it happening automatically. So much so you're just in there doing what we can term mindless violence. Imagine it happening automatically. Imagine it happening automatically, you're just fighting perfectly. So much so nothing you do, say, think or realize will change it. You just react and doing the right thing at the right time, getting things right now. So imagine that. Completely imagine it from the moment your gum shield goes in until the gum shield goes out at the end of the fight. Imagine it happening continuously. With every beat of your heart, breath you take, step you make, punch you throw. Just reminds you non-consciously that's you now, the epic boxer Joe. Imagine it happening automatically. So much so, nothing you do, say, think or realize will change that. That's just you now getting it right. Imagine that. Completely imagine that. Continuously imagine that. Imagine it happening automatically. And imagine what it's like to wake up the day after the fight. After having the most awesome performance that you could possibly imagine. Imagine what it feels like to wake up at that point in time. As you imagine what it feels like to wake up at that point in time, notice how that feels. And as you notice how that feels, perhaps you can start to experience that a little bit. And you know that you can experience that, because if you're waking up the day after the event, you must have had the greatest performance ever. As you experience that right now, as you experience that right now, as you experience that right now, imagine waking up the day after that fight. Imagine how you feel, and know that the night before you had the most perfect of performances. As you know it's the most perfect of performances, that night before, you must have been exceptional. So imagine what it's like the night before, when your arm's being raised as champion, all that hard work paying off. So you can go to sleep happy, and wake up the next day, absolutely feeling great. And in order for you to wake up feeling great, your arm must have been raised that way, which meant that you've boxed better than you've ever done before. So imagine boxing better than you've ever done before. Having your arm raised at the end, and feeling that satisfied feeling that you get the next day. Imagine that. And imagine now walking to the ring to experience that epic fight, to have that arm raised, to wake up the next day feeling absolutely epic. And imagine, with every breath that you take, every step that you make, every beat of your heart now, from now until the day after the fight, this is your journey. Easily, effortlessly, non-consciously allowing your body to be in the perfect state. Eating the right foods at the right time, getting the right rest. The perfect preparation all the way through. Imagine that. And in your mind, just run that all the way through to waking up the next day. And when you wake up the next day, perhaps you can allow yourself to experience a little bit of what that's like. When you wake up the next day in your mind, just nod your head to let me know you're there. Cool. And all the way back to now, and run that through again. Get everything right from now all the way through to the day after. And when you wake up, just nod your head to let me know. Cool. And one more time, all the way through. Not now, but in a moment. I'm going to count from 1 through to 5. As I count from 1 through to 5, all of these suggestions will take effect. So much so that from the moment you put your gum shield in until the moment you take your gum shield out at the end of the fight, you're going to be fighting absolutely perfectly. So not now, I'm going to count from 1 through to 5. All of these suggestions will embed so deep that it's infused with the very core of who you are. So much so that when you get to 5, your eyes will open. But only when your mind is accepted that it's going to take on board and implement each and every one of these suggestions all the way. So I count from 1 through to 5, you can awaken more, so much so that when we get to 5, your eyes can open, but only when you've completely embedded all of these suggestions, so much so they're fused with the very core of who you are. So 1, take a deep breath all the way inside. 2, starting to come around more and more. 3, embed these suggestions all the way. 4, eyes will only open when you've made all of the changes necessary for it to happen automatically. And 5, allow those eyes to open only when you're ready and come back into the room. To quote the cliche. Hello. What do I feel like?
Weird.
Weird how?
Because you're conscious of it, but you're not.
It's the focus of attention.
Yeah.
It's
You know what's going on, but you don't.
yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. So, how are you going to do the weekend?
I'm going to win.
How are you going to win?
My boxing better than I've done before.
And how are you going to do that?
By implementing what we've just done.
Hey, job done. Good luck tomorrow, Joe.
Yes.
Pleasure, mate. Pleasure.